Good evening to all my wonderful viewers out there, and welcome back to another Streetwear Talk video, the series where I cover the latest streetwear releases, I cover the latest streetwear news, and of course in the series, well, we just discuss anything to do with streetwear or fashion. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be covering an upcoming collaborative release which I'm quite excited about. What I'm going to be covering is everything to do with the collaboration between Supreme and Coogi as they are collaborating for week 11 of Supreme's Spring-Summer 2023 collection. I mean, you probably have an idea of why I'm excited about this collaboration, because one of my favorite streetwear brands, one of the first streetwear brands I ever got into, is collaborating with a very iconic Australian brand, which, well, actually, I think they've been sold off now. I don't think they're actually owned in Australia now. And you definitely, at least in my state, don't see people wearing the iconic brand, which is a bit depressing, I suppose. But yeah, definitely Australian-rooted brand. It started out here. Coogi, which has massive cultural significance in like 90s hip-hop, in streetwear. Definitely popularized by the notorious B.I.G. himself, but known well throughout Australia for, you know, it being iconic with its amazing like traditional Aboriginal eye-catching designs on it. It's just fantastic. I'm so happy they're collaborating. I love Coogi. I don't own any Coogi, and maybe that's, you know, maybe it's bad to say that I'm Australian and don't own any Coogi and I'm into streetwear and fashion. It's just it's all meant to collide. I should own heaps of it, but in truth, I do love Capital, and I love Capital's reinterpretation of Coogi sweaters. So maybe I should get that, because that's the, you know, the collision of all the things that I love, you know, Japanese Americana and, you know, retaking things and reinterpreting things. So seeing that being done to an iconic Coogi sweater, maybe I need to pick some of that up. It does sell out very quickly, but getting back to it, yes, Supreme and Coogi are collaborating for week 11. We're going to be covering the release details, the editorial, the individual pieces, and my thoughts and opinions on the collaboration as a whole and the individual pieces. We'll be using a HYPEBEAST article to cover all those details. We'll head on over to that article now, and we'll start covering the release details for this week 11 collab. We are at the HYPEBEAST article that we'll be using today, guys. It'll be linked down in that description section below. We'll scroll on down and start reading those release details, but I do just want to take a moment, and I don't know, it's just quite nice to see like Australian brand signature and just seeing like references of Melbourne, and I don't know, it's just nice. It's just nice to see, I guess, Australia having an impact in some way in like a subculture that I really love, because generally in the streetwear scene there's not much. Like, we got Butter Goods, we got Perks and Mini. They're the first two that come to my mind, but that we don't have a lot, and I don't know, I guess that's why I'm just constantly smiling to see it, because I love seeing that we have an influence here. I love it. I love it. Will I love the collab? I don't know, probably will be a little bit biased towards it, but we'll get into it. So, the Supreme Coogi Spring 23 collection will release globally via the brand's web store at 11 AM EDT time on May the 4th. What do you know? Star Wars Day gets a Coogi Supreme release. It'll release in Japan 2 days later, 11 AM Japanese Standard Time on May the 6th, which makes sense. They get it on the Saturday. It'll be releasing 4 PM British Standard Time for the UK, 5 PM Central European Standard Time for Europe. And do you know what's wild, actually? I just thought about this. Even though they're collaborating with an Australian brand, there is going to be no way as an Australian that I can pick this up. Like, if it releases on Coogi's store, which I don't think is even an Australian store, I'm going to have to buy it, pay huge shipping for it to get it over to Australia, but at least I guess I'll have an option if I buy it there, but I don't know if it's going to be available on the Coogi's online store, so yeah. Well, that's a bit of a bummer. The Australian brand is not selling to Australians, from what I know, but if they do release on the Coogi store, at least we'll be able to pick it up there. But yeah, it would have been nice to, you know, because they started in Melbourne, for them to have like, I don't know, like a pop-up shop in Melbourne or something like that. And I guess maybe I'm expecting too much, but that would have been a nice added touch to it. But yeah. Anyway, moving on, we've covered the release details. It's releasing Thursday the 4th or Saturday the 6th if you're in Japan. If you have any further questions on when and where it's dropping, comment section below, Instagram DMs. I'll try and help you out the best I can. But yeah, now we've got to get into the editorials, so some skaters and models rocking the collab, and then we'll get into the individual pieces. So let's dive in and check it out. Okay, I don't know if it's anyone else, but these images are very, very low quality from what I'm seeing. Like, look at that, you can see all the... Yeah, HYPEBEAST has not used the best quality images here, but at least we can get the overall gist of it. So, me thinking, okay, Coogi, it's going to be knit sweaters, knit cardigans. That's what I come from Coogi. How is Supreme going to add to this? Well, who knows? I honestly didn't know how Supreme was going to add to a Coogi sweater. Maybe they were just going to grab like the iconic Coogi sweater and then do like a box logo made out of Coogi crazy colors on the center of it. That actually would be what I'd be guessing for a Supreme collab. That and hoodies of doing exactly that. Doing the BOGO in like Coogi crazy designs there. But no, they've taken a little bit further, so I'm actually quite happy to see that. They've done things like a basketball jersey, as we can see here, Supreme text along the chest there, and of course the crazy Coogi design for the overall design of it, and also inside the lettering as well. On the back of it, it's got 94, which signifies the first year that Supreme started. It would have been kind of cheeky and kind of fun to have 69 on it for the starting year of Coogi, but alright. I'll let it slide. 94 is acceptable. Moving on, this piece is the one that I actually got the most attention from me. From what I know, it is a denim jacket silhouette, a third jacket. But instead of obviously denim, it is Coogi. It is I assume it's wool. I assume Coogi is made out of wool. Maybe it's made out of cotton, but yeah, it features that design all over it, but it's tonal. We can see that it's black on black. It doesn't feature the very traditional crazy color palette to it. Yeah, no, I like this one the most. I'd love to see it off body and by itself just to kind of get a better look at it. But yeah, so far that's my favorite piece that I've seen in the collab. There's the back of it there. Arcing Supreme font, as we can see on the back of it here. The photo is a bit low quality, but we can kind of get the gist of it there. We can see it there. Yeah, I'm quite keen on this denim jacket that's done in Coogi material with Supreme branding on it. I think it looks quite cool. We get a light blue version of it. I think this one's really nice as well. This one features more of an iconic Coogi colorway to it. On the back it would feature the Supreme font as well. I like it. I think the denim jacket silhouette done in the Coogi is a really cool take. I really like this design. Yeah, I'm a fan of it. Moving forward, oh wow, they did shorts as well. So we have a basketball jersey and we have basketball shorts done in Coogi material with Supreme branding on it. So Supreme there, Supreme on the right leg there. I was not expecting that, but I'm happy to see all these different silhouettes having the Coogi design being applied to them. I never would have thought I would have seen a Coogi basketball jersey or a Coogi denim jacket, or like, you know what I mean? Like these, it's just, I never would have thought I'd seen it. So I'm quite entertained and I quite like it, seeing like all these crazy different silhouettes and the Coogi being used to it. We've got just a simple t-shirt, a little design on the left of it here, and looks like where the stitching is though, the stitching is done in their multicolored approach, which I think is quite cool. It's hard to see on this low quality image, but I'm sure further down the line on the individual photos we'll get a better look. And it looks like we got some other pants down here. I'm going to assume it's just going to be some shorts like the basketball shorts we saw before, but we'll have to keep pressing on and see. Okay, on the back it's got the Supreme Supreme logo on the back there, filled in with different Coogi colors. Yeah, and I can see the shorts down there as well. The big thing that we got to take away, I actually totally skipped over this looking at this first. I see it now. There's a do-rag, which that's real. I mean, look, from how I see it is that Supreme has a huge influence and a huge following in the African American community, and to see something like this, I think that's actually quite cool, and quite a cool shout out to that community that loves this brand. And I know that Denim Tears CEO at the moment, he said this one's for the hood, I think, when he posted it on Instagram. So I thought that was quite nice to shout it out in that way. It's a cool approach to take, and I think a lot of you guys are actually really keen on like the do-rag being added in this. So yeah, all in all, I think that's a cool way of approaching it. It's a fun way of doing it. So a do-rag out of Coogi though, that's wild. That's so wild. Again, just not a world that I would ever see collide, but there we go. There we go. Okay, now we're getting into the individual images of all the pieces. So yeah, guys, now that we've covered the editorial, we've kind of seen what we're getting. I'm very keen to see all the individual photos of the denim jacket silhouette, but also kind of keen to see what else we got that may have not been showcased in this editorial. Let's check it out now by going through the individual photos and seeing what we're getting in the week 11 collab. To start off with, we got this denim jacket silhouette. I say that because it's got the two pockets, it's got that button closure. On the back, it's got the tag and the size adjustments at the waist. To me, it screams very denim jacket silhouette, but you could probably tie this to a bunch of other jacket silhouettes as well. I like how it's been approached. I like the colors of it. The Supreme arcing logo on the back isn't a deterrent for me. Would it have looked nicer without that? I'm gonna say yes, but it's not enough for me to be like, you know what? It's a no for me. I still think this is really cool. I really like the jacket. It's nice. It's nice. Next, we get it showcased to us in the black, featuring that iconic design all over it. I'm still a fan of this though. The black is really nice as well. The tonal Supreme logo. I'm so happy they went with tonal. It makes it a lot easier. It makes it a lot nicer. It makes it a lot more versatile. It's getting extra points from me from taking that approach. So I'm very happy to see that. Just those two colors. Look, in all honesty, the two colors they provided us for this jacket, I'm quite happy with. I like it. I hope it's not too much. Coogi is a bit expensive, but so is Supreme, so maybe it's just going to be extra expensive. But I would like to own either one or both of these down the track. Either color I'd be very happy owning. So well, I'd probably have to get rid of a couple jackets to be able to fit them in my wardrobe at the moment, but fantastic pieces. I love it. Moving forward, we've got the basketball jerseys, showcasing that first color that we saw before. I like the color scheme on this one. Do you know what I have to say? The Coogi colors I'm seeing in this collab, I wish I could see in the vintage Coogi sweaters that I see for sale all the time, because I really like this color design on them, for sure. Features 94 on the back, Supreme on the front. Comes in 2 colors, 3 colors. I like this color. This color we saw on the shorts and the do-rag, so maybe there's going to be matching, well, I assume there's going to be matching shorts for this, and those are the shorts that we saw before. All 3 colors, yeah, I think this is fun. I don't think this is something that I would consider picking up myself, but if you just wanted like a crazy basketball jersey that's going to be so unique, this is exactly where you need to go. I don't think it hits as much as the denim jacket though, or denim jacket silhouette, I should probably say. I definitely think that design works a lot better, but cool to see Coogi and Supreme do some basketball jerseys for sure. Moving forward, we got the basketball shorts. These will come in the same colors as the jersey, which makes sense to match the top there. You can get them as individual pieces if you'd like. I think they could actually work as like some quite cool funky shorts. Like I'm thinking super oversized 90s vintage crew neck, which like balloons out but then comes really tight at the waist and cinches there, and then these crazy shorts, like very simple oversized crew neck sweater, these shorts, a simple sports cap, and just some like 90s basketball sneakers. I feel like that'd be a really fun 90s streetwear outfit that you could put together, and I feel like these shorts would just be that little pop that you need to make it a lot more interesting, you know, to really add to it. Yeah, I feel like that would work quite well. But hey, look, let me know if I know nothing about styling and you totally disagree with me on that, but I think that's a lot of fun. I think you could do something with these. Yeah, it's just so crazy. Next, we got some denim, and some quite quiet denim in all things considered. I can see a little bit of Coogi design on the inner pocket there. Okay, it's got some logos down the back of it there. I mean, it's not bad. It's not horrible anyway. I was expecting the pockets to be, you know, like this pocket here is Coogi. I was expecting these back butt pockets to be Coogi as well. But no, they've done a like Supreme S design mixed in with like other bits of Coogi design throughout here and here. It's tonal, it's pretty versatile. Like, I think that's why I don't have like any major beef with it, because it's so versatile. You could just play it off as just some like cool jeans for sure. But yeah, it's all right. Got some blue featuring a more vibrant pocket there, and more vibrant designs on the back. But I still quite like, you know, the Supreme logo there, the design, like it's nice, you know, like it's quite nice. I can't complain about it too much. Yeah, no, I mean, the denim's all right, nothing too crazy, but yeah, it's all right. Comes in two colors, black or blue. Yeah, I'll give it a thumbs up. I honestly thought, is it okay? Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Oh yes, of course, I almost forgot. Moving into the t-shirt, looks like a very oversized silhouette as well, because it looks like the shoulders here quite small, but then it just like balloons out. Like, look how wide that sleeve is and how wide this is. Crazy. As I was saying, it looks like it features that embroidered crazy color stitching all the way down the sides of it, but not anywhere else, I don't think. It features that design we saw in the denim just before, the Supreme logo on the back of it, and Coogi on top of it, just to shout them out, which is kind of fun. Yeah, I don't have any issues with the t-shirt either. It's a nice little t-shirt. It's cool that they incorporated the embroidery, or I shouldn't say embroidery, probably the stitching color down the sides of the t-shirt here. I think that's a nice way to also add to this piece. So yeah, I have to give it to them for that one. It comes in a black. I think the black's okay, but I definitely think the white with all the colors is where it really stands out for me on that one. But the black's all right. Moving into our last image, of course, is the do-rags that match up with the basketball jersey and the basketball shorts. I mean, it won't be for me. It's not something that I would ever consider myself wearing, and I feel like I'd look quite ridiculous if I decided to pick this up and decided to wear it. So I think I'll steer clear. I'll stick to my brimmed hats and my baseball caps and things like that. And trucker caps as well. I got some, and beanies. I got a couple hat silhouettes that I play around with, but I think do-rags, I think I'm going to leave it, but it's cool to see. It works very well with the other basketball pieces that they've released in it. Yeah, I can't be mad at this. Yeah, just not for me, but I'm sure there's some people out there that you guys will really appreciate that kind of piece. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on the Supreme Coogi do-rag for this this collab. But yeah, that is everything, guys. That is everything covered for this collaboration. I'd have to say my favorite piece is going to go to the jacket that we saw right at the start, which, you know, we've got quite a few pieces in this collab. Yeah, jacket's definitely going to be my favorite. The basketball stuff I'm gonna leave. I just don't think I would wear it too much, but I can appreciate that it's there. I really like the well, actually, you know, like the denim is nice, the t-shirts are okay. Yeah, all in all, like, I'm happy with this collaboration. Would I have liked to seen at least like one iconic Coogi sweater done with some kind of Supreme take to it? Yeah, it would have been nice to see that, but I'm not mad at what we got. I'm quite happy with what we got. And like, Supreme did do like a New York City sweater like a couple seasons ago that was very, very Coogi inspired, and I've wanted that one for a while. So what isn't in this collab, in this official Supreme Coogi collab, Supreme has already done in a previous Supreme seasonal release. So I'll just go hunting for that. I'll just go looking for that sweater, because that was a really cool sweater. Yeah, no, I would love to own that jacket. I definitely say out of all the pieces in this collab, I would love to own that jacket in either of the colors, and would have also liked a pop-up shop in Melbourne, because that would have been really cool to see. That would have been really nice. But yeah, oh well, it is what it is. I'm just happy to see like an Australian brand collaborate with Supreme. That is quite big for me. So yeah, well, I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts now that we've covered everything. How do you feel about the collab? Is it a yes? Is it a no? Do you like anything in it? Do you not like anything in it? Let me know down in that comment section below. Well guys, that's everything to be said about the Supreme Coogi collab releasing on the 4th of May, or May the 4th, 11 AM in the US, 4 PM British Standard Time in the UK, 5 PM Central European Standard Time for the EU, and then 2 days later, the 6th for Japan, 11 a.m. Japanese Standard Time in store and online. We covered the editorial, the individual pieces, all my thoughts and opinions on the individual pieces and the collab as a whole. So now I'd love to have that conversation with you guys in the comment section below. Are you going for anything from this collab? It's fair enough if you're not. They are very loud pieces, but if you are looking to go for something, you know, if you're feeling the denim jacket, if you're feeling the basketball stuff, maybe you're just feeling the t-shirts and jeans, I feel like that'd be a nice combo, just a white shirt with the blue jeans. I feel like that'd be a very nice look. But yeah, if you're just feeling some of those pieces versus the more louder pieces, let me know what you're going to be picking up down in that comment section below. And of course, if you guys want to keep covering upcoming Supreme collabs, releases, all that good stuff, you got to give me the 3 indicators I won't shut up about, which is a like on this video, a comment in that comment section down below, and of course, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, as that's the best indicator that you can give me. We're trying to hit the new subscriber milestone of 3,630 subs for the end of May. We are less than 5 subs away from hitting that subscriber milestone, guys. So hopefully with your continuous support, we can reach that milestone before the end of the month. But that's everything I got to say about this Supreme Coogi collab for week 11 of the Spring Summer 23 season. I'm happy with it. It's not blowing me away. It's not the most amazing collab I've ever seen, but there's some cool stuff here. I wouldn't mind some of it, and I think maybe I am just a little bit biased and just happy to see an Australian brand have some like cultural significance in the current streetwear landscape. I think that's just why I'm super happy about it and why I want some of it, just to be like, yeah, we do something in the streetwear scene. Even though, you know, it's not very often, but yeah, no, look, I'm very happy about it. I'd love to pick some of it up in the future, guys. But yeah, hopefully if you are going for something from this week, you pick it up in the size and color you are after. Stay tuned for the drop list video for week 11. And until the next Streetwear Talk video, until the next drop list video, until the next Supreme video in general, guys, I'll catch you later.